What's up, everybody? I'm Josh Meek, the Uber Geek. Welcome to Pretty Dece, your daily entertainment and pop culture show. Now, today we're going to talk about Godzilla. I'm definitely a Godzilla fan, and kind of maybe a casual fan. I haven't seen, of course, every Godzilla film, but I am a big fan of giant monsters that are just these giant forces of nature. I really like the concept of kaiju or giant monster movies, and I definitely like the Godzilla movies that I've seen, at least for the most part. This is coming off of the 2016 Godzilla film, however, Shin Godzilla, which I was definitely not a big fan of. That movie was much more like The West Wing than it was a Godzilla movie. Most of that movie was sitting around a boardroom talking about how to deal with Godzilla than actual action and actual scenes of Godzilla. So I was very excited about Godzilla when Shin Godzilla came out, but it didn't really scratch that itch for me. And the next Godzilla movie to come out might do just that. You see, this movie is a Godzilla anime. And I'm not normally a big anime guy as well, but the anime that I do enjoy are the action-focused anime. Stuff like Gundam, where it's guys flying around in mechs and in giant robots and in fighter jets, and it's super fast-paced action, and it's just ridiculous. And that's exactly what this Godzilla anime seems to be about. You see, it's called Godzilla Planet of the Monsters. It's set in the year 2048, and basically the human race has been pushed back and essentially defeated by this race of kaiju, this race of giant monsters. And it's gone so bad for the human race for so long, they decided to leave planet Earth. They start a 20-year expedition to go check out this new planet that they think they might be able to move to. However, when they get there, they find out that it's not exactly as inhabitable as they had initially hoped. So they head back to Earth. So when they finally get back to Earth, they've been gone for quite a long time here, coming up on 40 years, and they find that the Earth has been completely taken over and is now ruled by Godzilla. So the entire movie then is basically a fight against Godzilla, the largest Godzilla that has ever existed, for the control of the entire planet. The stakes don't get a lot higher than that, and the trailer definitely shows some, jet flying, screaming in Japanese action. It's very reminiscent of scenes from Gundam, which is the exact type of anime that I'm interested in. So I'm pretty psyched about this movie. This movie came out in Japan back in November, and it's actually the first of a trilogy. So there's going to be 3 of these anime Godzilla movies. We're getting this first one here on Netflix in January. So cool stuff coming in the world of Godzilla. Definitely hope it's very action focused, as the trailer seems to lead us to believe. And apparently the sequel to this film will feature Mecha Godzilla even. So it's going to get even crazier as these movies continue. So I'm very excited to see Godzilla Planet of the Monsters as it comes out January 17th on Netflix. So that's going to do it for Pretty Dece for today. Thank you very much for joining me on the show. Make sure that you like Pretty Dece on Facebook, facebook.com/PrettyDeceShow. Follow me on Twitter @PrettyDeceShow and visit PrettyDeceShow.com. Make sure that you subscribe on whatever platform you're listening or watching on so you never miss any of these daily episodes, and I'll be back tomorrow for another episode.